Yes, thanks. Hey, Biz, you have been on playoff teams before, obviously. Does this look to you like a team that can be in the playoffs?
I think every year, every team looks like a team that could be in the playoff. Now we just gotta go out there and make it happen. And I think the young guys will have the mentality of everybody. It's in the right place, and it's very excited going into training camp. So as we start this, we all gotta be continue to be on the same page, which is very important. And I think we have a chance, but now we just gotta go out there and make it happen.
Can you provide any specifics of things that you think would have to happen as far as how people blend and areas that were problematic last season that you said X would probably need to happen?
Not problematic. I think we were just heading in the right direction. Going to last season, we somewhat exceeded some people' expectation, which we had more expectation from ourselves, was to make the playoffs. So going into this season is picking up where we left off last year and see the few games that we have dropped off here and there. If we would have picked up those games, I think we'd be in a better position. But going into this year, I think those games, you kind of keep those in the back of your mind. So going into each and every game, you make sure you pay attention to details and you don't left no games behind. So I'm very excited. It's a good opportunity for a lot of people, for our young guys, and it's a new year for everybody. So I look forward to it.
Thanks.
Sam Perley, go ahead.
Hey, Biz, it's Sam with Hornets.com. Quick question, then sort of a follow-up. You were a free agent this summer, decided to come back to Charlotte. What factored into that decision? And then sort of a follow-up, JB says he's going to be really counting on you and Cody and Gordon as veteran leaders this year. What are kind of your initial impressions of the rookie class? And obviously they've got a couple centers in Vernon Carey and Nick Richards that'll be looking to you kind of for guidance and things like that.
I think the number one thing for me was going into last year, I think where a lot of people where the buyouts was happening, I could have done that, but I wanted to be here and kind of see the turnaround of this organization. I was drafted here. The year before I got drafted, we made the playoffs. They made the playoffs. So I think for me, it would be more fulfilling if we go and have a successful year. And then being able to say, you know what, we didn't run away from the problems, and we fix it. And now we can move on, So I'm really looking forward to this year. I take it as a challenging year, but at the same time, knowing that we really gotta get something done here, we gotta stay focused, and I really look forward to it. Leadership has always been fun. This is just gonna be another year. Young guys, they listen to me. I've been helping them a lot, and we're going to continue to do that until we achieve our goals. And it's gonna be a fun year. It's gonna be a fun year.
Mike Solarte.
Thanks very much. Hey, Bez. Have you had a chance to, in your own personal, think about the journey of your career to this point, now that you signed as a free agent to come back to this team and they're looking at you in a different light? You just talked about the leadership aspect of it, but have you thought about your journey to this point and all that you've achieved and want to continue to achieve?
Man, I have. God has really blessed me with a lot of amazing people, a lot of great people I've met throughout my career and continue to do so. But being able to live my dream every day has always been a blessing. You get up to compete, and obviously we do what we love, which is fun. Have I thought about my journey? During quarantine, I'm sure everybody have had a lot to think about. The blessings and all these things that has happened to our lives. So, I'm thankful for a lot each and every day, man. I continue to enjoy it. The game is fun for me, being able to just wake up early and get in the gym, get your work in and all that stuff. It's great. So, You know, at this point, especially now that we're about to go into a season, you know, the focus kind of shift into what can we do in order for us to be successful at the end of the year. So that's what I look forward to it. But you know, my career has been I've traveled the world, man. Basketball has taken me to places that I never thought. So I'm very thankful and blessed for it.
And just kind of following up on that, your journey, looking around the room and seeing the faces that are in there, does it feel weird that the 28-year-old guy in the room is one of the older guys in the room?
Uh, you know, Cody and I was talking about this. You know, it's interesting. It's interesting because when I came in, like the oldest guy was like, you know, 30, 30 some, 35, 34. But now one of the oldest guys, 28. It's the league is evolving, and I think that's very good. You know, that is very good. You know, I was talking to LaMelo today. I was like, man, I came in at your age. You know, when I got in the league, I was your age. So and you know, it's just fun to be in this type of environments because when I did come in the league, I was one of those kids too. You know, I was 19. I came from overseas. Didn't know much about the American culture, but obviously I had good vets that helped me go through the process and establish a certain way and certain behave. And you know, now going into my 10th year, I have to do it for a lot of young guys. So it's exciting for me.
Rick, we'll go back to you.
Thanks. Hey, Biz, you guys ended up last season in defensive rebounding percentage. JB has brought that up a couple of times. What's it going to take to fix that?
It's a collective effort. We all have to box our guys out. We all have to pay attention to our defensive scheme because sometimes it's not just blocking out. Sometimes it's maybe a mistake or you forget to be in the right position, or guys are taking off a fast break and all that stuff. So these are things that our coaches are already fixing, and I think they're going to continue to fix it. Watching a lot of films, and I think we'd be in good shape. We just gotta make sure that rebounding is not about Biz, Cody being out there getting all the rebound. Obviously, that's our job, but at the same time, it's a collective effort. Where even our guards got to come back and get those long rebounds. So, and plus now that a lot of people are shooting more threes, so it's going to be a lot more long shot, and our guards are going to help us with that. And I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun because they're all understanding what needs to be done, and we're going to continue to improve that.
Thank you.
Sam Perley.
Hey, Biz, I remember when we spoke back in May and June, you talked a lot about some of the humanitarian efforts you were able to, or were planning to do this summer with the pandemic and everything. I was just curious as to what you were able to accomplish over the summer. I know that's a big part of your career is giving back, particularly to Congo, and just with everything that's going on, what were you able to do this summer, or this off season, I should say?
Man, it was lovely. It was lovely, although I wasn't able to go back home. Like we were able to refurbish four clinics and hospitals, and we were able to donate a lot of medical supply to a lot of local clinics and communities. That really was the biggest thing that we have done this summer because we couldn't touch much on sports based on the health situation that we were dealing with, and we didn't have enough to put these kids out there. So we kind of hold back a little bit on the sports side until now things that kind of getting back to normal back home, but we're more focused on the health. And thankfully, we're able to deliver those containers that went out, those 4 containers with a lot of medical supply that were able to kind of help the country that was in need. So now I'm just excited and hoping that next summer I get to go home and, you know, hug my kids and all these people that have helped us establish a relationship with our local community and make sure that we reach out to the most people that we can. But it was fun. And I think, like I said before, one of the highlights during COVID was we had, when we delivered this medical pad, we had one of our first born in our medical pad, which was our first set of twins born in our medical pad that we delivered. So we also give opportunity to kids and mothers to give birth in good conditions. I think that's really important. We were able to provide some food as well in certain communities. So all of this is a blessing, and I'm very thankful for it. And I think we're gonna continue to do it little by little until I get a chance to go home myself.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Bring some of you to see this.